Somebody submitted the Conan episode.
What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we close out season 23 with Conan O'Brien. He's
I
an
love him.
Emmy-award-winning
I love him
talk show
so much.
host who had a nearly 3-decade-long run on late night. You can keep up with him these
Thank you
days
so
on
much
Conan
for the
O'Brien
gift
Needs
of
a Friend, wherever you
holy
get your
shit.
podcasts. And he also has
Thank
a
you for
brand
the
new
50
travel
gift
show
yourself.
visiting Conan fans all over the world. It's called Conan O'Brien Must Go, and it's set to release on Max April 18th. Conan O'Brien, welcome to the show.
Sean, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I ask in good faith, how are you around hot sauce before we get
I
started?
grew up in an Irish house.
Hope you're having a great
and an
day.
Irish Catholic home in Boston. I never saw spice till I was about 52 years old. So terrible with hot food. I grew up on tasteless food. So this is a whole new experience for me.
I love him so much.
If you don't mind, Sean, I'd like to get a quick baseline read. I brought my personal physician, Dr. Arroyo. This is Dr. Arroyo.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. Hi, nice to meet you.
You don't have to talk to him, just to me. Just get a baseline temperature. What are we looking at?
97.8.
97.8. I run a little cool. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Also, been my doctor for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Where did you go to medical school?
In 1998.
Where?
Where?
Oh, out of state.
You should go.
Okay.
I apologize. Dr. Arroyo, he's not the best, but he's very affordable. Okay. All right. Getting nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is what you got? I guess this is where you start, right? I don't fear your wings, man. Bring what you got, okay?
So the travelogue is
Can I
taken
keep
up.
these?
Go ahead.
Oh my
Good
god.
spot for him, yeah.
No.
So the travelogue has taken on so many different forms, from the anthropological approach of someone like Anthony Bourdain to the thrill-seeking perspective of a personality like Bear Grylls.
Yes.
How would you define comedy's role in the genre? Like, is it a hack being funny and connecting with new people and cultures?
I love travel, and my mission is that you learn nothing about the country. My job is that you know less about the country after I'm done than when I started. So that's why I love this new show, is Max just let us go for it. And we visited a bunch of countries, and you're dumber. You're dumber after you see the show, but we had a lot of fun.
Was there anything intentional about releasing the show on your birthday? Or is that just a charming coincidence?
Thank you for doing your research. It was a total coincidence. HBO Max called us. Is it HBO Max or just Max?
I think it's just straight Max.
I can't get used to it. That's not a better name. Anyway,
Hey,
Max
thank you for the
said,
gifted subs.
Max, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It is kind of personal because it's just like someone's name, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, I'm
exactly.
just picturing
Max, this said, hey, you're gonna drop. I think that's what the kids say. On April 18th, and I said, hey, that's my birthday, and they went, huh. So I don't think it was anything intentional. It just happened to be my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you, Conan.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Are you ready to move on here to sauce number 2 on that note?
Yeah, please, because that first one I got nothing. What's
I
this?
saw
What
that.
kind of sauce is this?
So this one is called Smoky J here.
Smoky J.
Smoky J.
Anything I need to know about this sauce before I bite in?
I think the less you know, the better.
Okay. Okay, Smoky J.
Go
I
go
like it so far.
6,000.
I'm unfazed. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, no, go ahead. It's
just
your
wanna have a bunch
jacket,
of-
your wings.
Thank you.
Take ownership from that
Thank
side
you.
of the table. Go ahead. How often do you show up on location somewhere, right? You get to a destination, and your first and immediate thought is, how the hell am I gonna make this funny?
Often. That's 70%. 70% of the time, and what I call it, I talk to my head writer, Mike Sweeney, and I say, you've brought me to a comedy vacuum. There's nothing here. There's nothing. Once we were doing a shoot in Finland, and I was in the Arctic Circle, and I was standing on a tundra, and in the distance, about 400 yards away, were some reindeer, and my producers just said, and go. and I'm looking around. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do, improv with a sheet of ice? But in those situations, sometimes when you think it's gonna go very badly, it goes well. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I have it made. This is the perfect remote, and you can't get anything. So it's always going to a Vegas craps table. You never know.
19K.
Again, it's called Hot Ones. What the fuck's going on? This is nothing.
I'll remember
You
these.
got nothing.
I'll remember these words, Conan.
Conan's gonna he's gonna have a hot. This isn't even. I've yet to had any spice at all.
And you know what? I've got a little eye watering. I think you're
I
gonna
think
teach
that's because
me.
you're meeting your idol.
I think.
That's what's happening. I get that from just about everyone in your demographic.
Right.
Conan, oh, their eyes about cheer up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
There you go. Got 3 in there.
Yeah.
So in a late night show, when you see the host toss a commercial, right?
Yep,
And then
yep.
they lean in and they talk to the guest with the mics cut.
Yeah.
Is that usually like a real chat? And if so, what are some of the go-to
It depends
topics of
on the
conversation?
host. In the old days, back in the days when I was doing it, and there was just a couple of us, oftentimes there wasn't much chat. Really not much at all. You know, if you were talking to a letterman, he wouldn't say too much. The other guy, you know, I don't know where he was, but I always tried to make something happen. I tried to keep the rhythm going. And sometimes if I couldn't get them interested, I'd try and say something provocative.
I
bet you
like
live
him.
4 more years tops.
What
And
the?
you could see them get a little rattled and the band would be playing, but I just wanted to keep them alert. But I remember I said
like
that to B.
comedians
Arthur,
Norm
and I was right.
Macdonald.
B. Arthur. You
Yeah.
said that to B. Arthur.
Yeah, I said 4 years tops.
What the?
And it was 3 years, 11 months.
In sands of time.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I know you.
Oh, that's
this
what
is
he meant by
important
the
for you
other
to say.
guy?
I've watched your
I had
show.
no idea.
You are a very good interviewer.
Thank you.
And so, without this, I mean, this is fun.
Go
I
around,
like
speak to
this,
the
and I get
devil.
why you guys do it,
Conan,
and it's
come on,
really
speak to
fun and
the
it's
devil.
compelling. But you are a very serious interviewer. You take it seriously and you ask really good questions. So
thank you.
I'm very impressed with your dedication to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
you'll
appreciate
cut that out, I'm sure. That won't make it in. No laughs there. What is this called?
34K.
This is Los Calientes. Very
Okay.
nice.
Los
Los
Calientes.
Calientes. Okay, very nice. Dr. Arroyo,
Yes, sir.
let's get a baseline pulse here.
Yeah.
It's starting to race a
Oh,
little
sure,
bit.
sure.
You're just choking.
So sorry.
No, you just feel for the pulse.
All right.
It's just, you've been with me for a long time, but
Yeah, it's there.
okay. He's very good.
I can
Very
tell.
inexpensive.
I can tell.
Yeah, he has office in the desert.
What do you think is the most annoying trait or thing a guest
What
can do
the-
when appearing on a talk show?
The worst thing a guest can do is tell the audience it's not going well.
Mm.
I've seen it happen many times. It's an amateur move because the host can do a lot to let people think it's going great, even if it's not. There are many things the host
That
can
was the
do. The host
craziest
can
tap
be
I've ever
enjoying.
seen.
The host can act a little bit. The host can do things.
Thank you for the
Audiences
gifted
want to
subs.
see a good show. They want to see a good interview. And I was always amazed when someone would come out and they'd be doing okay. And they'd make a couple of jokes, and it's fine. And then they would just go, and they would look right out to camera, and they would say, this just isn't going very well, is it? And you could feel, I would look out at the audience, maybe 200 people sitting there, and I'd see 200 souls leave 200 bodies and float up through the ceiling.
That's very important.
Because they
Can't
were,
let
they,
the
they were just
audience
told they were
know.
not getting a good show.
Right.
No, that's not show business.
You gotta
Show
pretend
business
like
is you're
every
getting the
show
greatest
is your
show
best
in the world.
show.
I don't think there's a wing here that I can't eat like it's ice
Some
cream.
do think you
I
get
seriously,
food,
I don't
get
think there's a wing on this table that I cannot devour like it's Cool Whipped Cream on an August afternoon. Okay?
You're like Ric Flair cutting a promo right now.
Exactly.
All right? That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, you're really
Ric
challenging the wings over.
Dr. Arroyo, please, could you step in? My pocket's getting full.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Is there a most harrowing encounter with wildlife that you can recall from all the times that you had animal experts on the show?
Yes. It happened during the Turner phase of my career. We had someone who brought a lot of animals on, and one of them was a water buffalo. Massive
Whoa.
beast. And I'm standing next to it, and I said, well, I don't even know what we do with it. And someone, a producer, just said, well, just hop up on it. I'm in rehearsal mode, so you just do what you're told. And as I'm getting up on it, Andy said, don't get on that. But of course, I never listened to Andy.
You gotta commit to the bit.
So I get up on the water buffalo, and as my ass hits the water buffalo, beast this size, it freaks, it tosses me up into the air. We had it on camera.
Oh
I
my
go up,
God.
and I come down on my hip on a cement floor. And as you know, in a studio, cement, it's poured concrete so the cameras can roll. So I bounce off my hip. It really fucking hurt. Water buffalo makes this bellowing sound, charges, everyone runs away, all the cameramen run away, takes out a camera. Camera people are scrambling, and slips and falls, then gets up and looks at me. I am lying on the floor. I jump and I run in the other direction and leap over the talk show couch. I had a hematoma on my hip that was so big I couldn't get my jeans on or off. So they like had to cut me out of my
Holy
jeans.
shit.
It was this giant.
That's horrible.
And I just kept thinking, why? It's because you do a show every day. You get into the let's go, let's get this thing going. And
That makes a lot of
I'm
sense.
there and I'm just thinking about the next thing. And a voice just said, hop on. And I did.
False sense of security.
Just
the rhythm of the show.
Absolute idiocy. But I lived to tell the tale. And the water buffalo and I made amends. We're good now.
Bourbon
Great.
maple reaper sauce.
Fantastic.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know. I don't see what the problem is.
I know you might be running out of pockets.
No, I
Thankfully,
got
you
it.
do have a lot of them. over
That's
there.
okay. We got pockets.
Do you take any kind of perverse pride in the sheer number of hours of television that you've created?
I was never that excited about volume. To me, it's whether it's good or not, or you know, and so to me, it was much more stay focused on, let's really try and keep trying to make something that's really memorable and will stick around, and then get back to it.
And what I'm interested in is how it
Wow.
looks in the rear view for you. Like, does it all fit neatly into distinct eras, or is it all kind of a blur?
I would say there are eras. There's the early era in '93 to '95 where I'm living in sheer terror all the time because I'm waiting for a phone call any second
Well,
that I've
you're
been
so
canceled.
young there.
So that is a real era. That whole run, Rockefeller Center, feels like an era. All the craziness I went through in whatever 2010 is a distinct chapter. Turner is a distinct chapter. Getting to do the podcast, which I love. Sitting down and getting to talk to somebody for an hour is such a joy after almost 3 decades of, that was great, thanks a lot. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, we'll be right back. You know, that I loved it, but I love this a lot.
Different kind of muscle.
It's different now, and I love trying this. And then with this new Max show coming out April 18th, I just like that we're really getting the resources to do one of these the way I always wanted to do it. So,
That's nice.
yeah, I would say they look like
I haven't
very
seen it, so
distinct,
I wonder if
separate
it's good.
times.
124,000.
Dr. Arroyo, can you open this, please?
Multifaceted, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Whoa.
What's gonna happen? What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
Incredible.
No. So, my question to you is there a point when these get warm? Just a little bit warm? Anything at all?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Is it true that while writing at SNL that you would sometimes go downstairs to Letterman's 6A studio
Yeah.
and then write material from his desk
Yes.
at the studio?
I would sit, they had like a covering over his desk to protect it from
Bro, he's
any
crazy.
asshole. And so we were, our studios were at 9, and I would go down to, he was in 6A, which is the studio I eventually took over, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. And I would sit at Dave's desk, and I had Dave's perspective, and I would sit there and I would work on a sketch. And then this crazy situation develops, 1 in a billion chance where I get a chance to audition for that show and then get it. But if you had told me that when I was sitting behind Dave's desk, as a Saturday Night Live writer, I'd have said there's no way. I'd have also said there's no way there's ever going to be a Charlie Rose show where you eat hot wings. But I would have been wrong both times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you can't predict the future.
True.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
Connect the
True.
dots looking back, never
Yeah.
looking forward. When you took over that 6A studio, did you see any remnants of the old guard? Were there like pencils stuck in the ceiling or anything
No,
like that?
because they put us in different offices, so we were not in Dave's offices, but we had his studio. There weren't remnants, but there were physical remnants. There were people. There were camera people. There was this guy, Bailey, who was a cameraman who had been with Dave the whole time. And so he was our cameraman. I'll never forget that we kept coming up with these ideas that were much more, involved a lot of running around. I was kinetic, Robert's kinetic, the writers we hired were very kinetic. I had just turned 30. So all my ideas were, I've got an idea, I start running, and the camera's running with me, and I jump out the window, and the cameraman jumps too. And Bailey, who had been there probably since the 50s, and was used to watching, you know, shooting, I don't know, some
Oh my
Edward
God.
Murrow smoke a cigarette down to the filter. No filter.
Oh
Say
God, he
what
got
Murrow,
this old
goddammit.
man to do crazy shit.
That's what he was used to. And then suddenly, I'm here saying, I've got an idea. Bailey, we're gonna put rockets on your feet. And you're gonna fire you down the hall. How old are you, Bailey? 77. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Bailey. Fun!
Poor Bailey.
Arroyo,
bomb.
por favor. Get that open. My hands are very slippery. Was it a 4-year medical school?
It was supposed to be.
Supposed to
There
be.
you go.
Did you ever graduate? He's gone.
Oh my god.
He is insane.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Come on, man. Are we doing this or not?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Are
you.
we doing it or not?
No, I'm on the same
What's
page.
the point of even being alive if we can't do this?
Right, now I really do feel
Holy
alive.
shit!
I do feel alive.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I might hiccup through this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. I'm
No,
feeling
yeah.
this one.
Little tremor.
It's just starting to peek through. You know? I'm feeling
I'm
it a little
hiccuping.
bit.
I can't stop
There's a little
hiccuping.
bit of a burning,
No.
but not much.
Which U.S. president do you think would be the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
You tried to talk,
Yeah.
but your lips have been paralyzed, and what I heard was,
I got that out. I think maybe you're having a problem
no,
hearing
I don't think
things,
it's
all right?
I think everyone in the studio will agree.
Which U.S. president do you think would make the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Do they have to be living?
No, of course
Richard
not.
Nixon.
Nixon?
Oh my God, it'd be fantastic. He's such a comedy figure when you think about it. And we could get into water, and then he would try to be funny, like I got a funny idea. You know, it'd be fantastic. The voice alone, I would have to say, probably Lincoln. Can I just take a second and say this is starting to hit? I think.
No, yeah.
Can I just say, I don't have a lot of regrets in my career. Pouring this onto the wing
Right.
and then licking it off.
And
In retrospect, I bet you it's good footage.
no, yeah, it's good.
But
it's good TV.
I'm starting to feel some sensations.
And you know what, Conan? If you weren't so braggadocious in this front half, I probably would have stopped you from doing that.
No,
you know,
no,
I
you
would have
can't.
protected
You
you from
can't stop
yourself.
him from doing that.
Stop
He's a
me
comedy king.
from being who I am.
That's exactly
To
right.
quote my hero, Popeye, I
entertaining
am
king.
what I am. Okay? I said it and Gandhi said it. And Popeye, that is who I am. I've got to go for it. Whatever I do, I have to go 110%.
I know, you gotta commit to the bit. Gotta commit
It's
to
not a
the
bit. This is life.
This
is
show
this
is
a
a-
bit to
this
you?
show's a
Because it's
fucking
not a bit. It's your show.
Yeah!
Don't say commit to the bit. This is life.
Right, you're
You gotta
right.
grab it by the balls.
Yeah!
You're
Grab
right.
life
You
by
got
the
my idea.
balls!
Just get a quick test.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good? Do you have anything beyond that?
No, he's.
Okay, I'll
Not a
just
real-
take you at face value on
Yeah,
that. Not
yeah.
good.
Yeah. He's not a good doctor. He's an affordable doctor.
Do you have a favorite mediocre president?
Well, that's a good one. Mediocre president? That's so mean. I'm gonna go with Warren Harding. Okay?
Who?
Good-looking guy. He was in the Oval Office like 3 days, and he wrote on a note, "I am not fit to be president. This job is too hard." And then to solve matters, he takes a train trip and dies mysteriously because he ate some bad lobster. So you gotta give it up for Warren G. Harding, in my opinion. Right? Don't you think?
No argument there.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't do the job and said, you know what, has anyone got some lobster that's been out too long? I want to eat it on a train where there's no refrigeration. And that's what they did.
What the?
Don't do it.
Don't do the sauce? What's on the sauce? I can't get this open.
What the fuck does
There we
that
go.
mean?
And a little bit of this on it?
Yeah, go. I'll join you at the.
That's the sound the Three Stooges used to make when they were doing anything destructive. Everyone watch the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Mistake. I like to announce my mistakes up front.
Go ahead. This is not a mistake. Nothing about this is a mistake. Every step of the way.
He's crazy. Oh, so he was the shortest serving president in history? Wow. I didn't even know that. I don't know much about presidents, okay?
Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh my god. Someone save him. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
What the fuck?
I've never felt so high.
I love it. I love it. Me too.
I'm
I'm right
erect
here.
for the first time in 15 years. This is to you.
Hey, to you.
Call the wife.
He's fucking crazy! He's crazy!
Okay, yeah, you gotta. I mean, at this point, what are you gonna do? This is tell us what we're eating here.
So this is the Last Dab experience. It is made with almost pure pepper X. Oh my gosh. I gotta join you at the party. Going out with a bang.
You gotta go. Isn't this the season finale?
You're exactly right. There needs to be a fireworks display to
Is
close
he
things out.
Oh my god, he's crazy.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
You say this is pure pepper? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing here. There's no insulation. There's no safety net.
No. Straight concentrated pepper to the dome. Incredible. Incredible.
Wow.
I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel?
No.
Is it gonna hit me now? It's gonna hit me soon, right?
It's got a build on it.
It's gotta build. It's starting to build right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's building.
Yeah. And it's kind of not gonna stop.
No, this isn't gonna
But
stop.
that's okay. I got a little bit of a wind up.
Yeah, it's coming back.
I know.
It's coming
Oh my god!
Reaching the
Look at his
peak of the
face.
mountain here. But Conan O'Brien, the good news is that's a wrap on our lunch date with the Wings of Death. We're here about to drop.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fucking
Oh
fine.
god!
I'm not
You didn't come
questioning
up
that.
with one
I'm not
wing that
questioning
had
that.
any effect on Conan, because he's here to stay. Ah woo! Ah woo!
If you were crafting a curriculum of a comedy survey course, can you give us one book
Oh
to
my
make sure that
God,
your
he
students
is
understand that the
unhinged.
building blocks of comedy are not at all new?
What are you gonna read? Read widely and read well. There's comedy in the Old Testament. There's comedy in the New Testament. You can read all kinds of stuff. Just
Is
don't
he
lock
okay?
yourself into it's gotta
I
be
think
some
he's, like,
comedy from
high.
the last 10 years.
He's high from the
There's
spice.
great comedy out there that was written a long time ago. What's funnier than Don Quixote, Sancho Panza? You know? This is good stuff. The classics are funny. You know? You can read Chaucer's tales. They're funny. There's funny everywhere. Don't be a snob. Look high and look low. A Mad Magazine is funny. There's funny
Yeah.
stuff online all the time. There's no reason for us to try and exclude one category over another. These aren't the rantings of someone who's had some bad chemicals and overdid it to be funny and relevant to people who are at least 50 years younger than him. This is a guy who's just being on a show, and it's legitimate. So I say here's to you, Sean. You're a great motherfucking host.
Right back.
And I'm
to
glad
you.
I'm here.
Conan.
And I'm glad we had a great time.
Oh my
And I don't
god!
care. I don't care anymore.
Wise words from a wise and stable man.
Yes,
Conan
from a man
O'Brien
who's doing
taking
everything
on
he can
the Wings of Death
to be on the
and
show
living
that everyone
to tell
young
the
wants him
tale.
to be on.
Just barely, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the
Holy
people know what you
shit.
have going on in your life.
I have a show. It's on Max. They used to call it HBO, but people found that too popular. So now it's Max. That really rolls off the tongue. And it's a funny show. 4 episodes are gonna drop at me going all over the world. You can check it out April 18th. That's right. My intestines have turned into acid, and I can still remember the plug. That's a professional. If there was a mic drop, I'd do one, but I do a wing drop. April 18th. Check it out.
Yeah! A true showman.
Dr. Arroyo.
Oh, God.
Huh?
Yeah, it's not good. That's dead either.
You're not a doctor, are you?
I should be.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Was he gonna tell you what it's at?
No, he doesn't even understand the numbers.
It's up 2 degrees from when the start of the show. No lie.
That's the info I was after.
Oh my.
I love how you ruined me, but saved your suede jacket.
Well, I literally just bought
I know. I don't want. Trust
I
me.
literally
I love
just
that jacket,
bought-
and I do not want to get anything on it.
you know the jacket.
I admire a guy who hosts Hot Ones and wears beautiful suede.
Wow.
This image-
No.